Blessed be everyone. Hello and welcome to another episode of Black Magic Talk. I am your host, Steph, along my co-host over here. I'll get it right one of these days. He's over there. Nope, he's over there.
Yep.
Remember, it's always the opposite hand. Okay. So for episode 28, can you guys believe it? We're already on number 28. We're going to do another tarot session. So this is tarot session number 2. I had a lovely request to get my Ghostbuster tarot out. So this is the Ghostbuster tarot we're going to do. And of course, I requested the lovely and beautiful artwork of the Nightmare Before Christmas tarot. My lovely co-host is going to show that. There we go. So I just want to let you guys know that we also will be saying a few words because the dark moon is tomorrow and then the new moon is Wednesday. Tomorrow's the 1st. Yes, tomorrow's the 1st of October. And like I said, 10 days after your son's birthday is my son's birthday. So everybody was in October. We got Scorpios by the tail there. Literally. Okay, so how about if we start with me this time, since we started with you last time, Matt? I'll think of my question, and then you just go ahead and shuffle, and I'll let you know when I'm ready. And you're still on mute, by the way.
Yeah, I did. So now I like to break it up into 8 piles and shuffle because it does put wear and tear on the cards if you are to shuffle it like cards. And I definitely never recommend to shuffle it like playing cards where because that'll really wear them out quick.
Yeah.
My is pretty wore out. These are thicker though, which is something I really, really like about these cards. Well, oops. But these are thicker, and they have like a gloss on them, which is really nice.
Yeah, so do these. I just picked a random card. It's Pete Venkman there.
Sweet.
So I will try to shuffle these like I see the one lady do. Celtic Fox, I think is her name. She does it like sideways, like she does it like that. So I'll try to do that way, but like my fingers hurt after a while, so I'll just like end up like shuffling them.
I know. See, and then my playing cards right now are Harry Potter playing cards, actually. So I try not to shuffle those too. I'm all nice with all my decks, but you want them to last when you buy a nice deck.
Yeah, that's true. I haven't even shuffled I have WWE cards with Mr. Perfect as a Jack of Clubs. So, and I think Rick Rude is the Jack of Diamonds, which is kind of funny. Or Jack of Hearts. I can't remember.
Yeah, I've got a hockey playing card set from like it must be the 90s.
I don't know what era these are from, but they have the legends on them. So they have like Andre the Giant, Ric Flair, Hogan. They have Rick Rude, of course, and then, well, I didn't even like have the heart to shuffle them yet or play a game with them. I was going to teach my son how to play War, which was one of my favorites. Another one of my favorites was Bullcrap, but I always lost because I never trusted anybody. There's also Slapjack. We could slap Kurt, because he's a jack. Yeah. Well, cool. I see Celtic Fox do it, and I'm like, oh, I want to do that, and I always mess it up.
Yeah. It's amazing watching blackjack dealers like in Vegas.
Oh, I know how to do those and then pull them up and do that. Yeah, I can do that. Yeah. Not with tarot cards.
Yeah, different story.
I'm afraid to do that.
Definitely, especially when you buy fairly want to get all bent.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. I gotta think of a question. Hang on.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it.
Okay. Okay, so then just tell me when to stop shuffling and I'll draw some cards. You want to do 3 cards again, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they say that's the most accurate usually.
It has been for me. I did an reading on myself with the
Uh,
Ghostbusters, and every time I did it, it was like very accurate.
yeah. See, now honestly, I didn't use this deck for a while. Like I used it at first, but not that much. But recently, all of a sudden, I was like, and I don't know if it's because Halloween's approaching, but
Mm.
I was like, use these again. So they do feel nice though.
hmm
But I like the imagery on the Rider Waite.
Well, I like this imagery because you could still kind of um, Ace of Streams. I'm guessing like the streams are. I mean, because it's attacking that cart,
Yep, that's another
it's
thing. I had to sit here and
destructive.
think. Yeah,
So I'm
wait a
guessing it's
second.
swords.
Probably, yeah. That would make sense, and it's still S, which is always nice when they do that. Okay, you ready?
I'm ready.
So, first card is Strength, which is Strength of Character. So that's the past or beginning. And ooh, getting some major arcanas here. I swear I shall. We got the Wheel of Fortune.
Wheel of Fortune. Oh, I like that one. That's like at Okie Boogie's house.
Yeah,
His
yeah,
like little house of horrors or whatever.
yep. All right, let's see what the third one is here. Ooh, King of Candles, which that looks like a major arcana, but it's not actually.
No, it's a court card actually.
Yep, yep.
But if
So
it's wands, then I
it
think
is.
the King of Wands is very fiery.
Yes, very fiery. Yeah, it could be like a good leader or it can be impulsive, depending on. Uh, I don't know. I mean, what do you think that depends on? Depends on your actions, your choices, or how it
Um,
influences you, your zodiac sign. I was reading that the other day, and I thought, I wonder
the
how that could
zodiac
be.
sign,
Because
yeah, for the King of Wands is Aries, which is my man's.
there you go.
That's
Okay,
my
well
man
that's fitting then.
over there. But he doesn't act like a typical Aries though.
Yeah.
He's very reserved and only lets certain people in like people like myself. Excuse me. And so I'm not too well. Let's start with the first one. So the first one was strength, right?
Yes. Strength, which is strength of character, not necessarily
Okay.
physical strength. Usually in the Rider Waite, it has the lady. I think she's like opening the lion's mouth,
hmm
but not wrestling him. Gently opening its
But it's
mouth.
like trust between the both of them.
Exactly right.
So
Strength
there's
of character.
trust hit there, um, and the strength to keep going. And like I said, I've been hearing the word patience. Every time I think of this, I've been hearing
Um,
the word patience. And I've done
hmm,
readings on this very subject that I just did. And I keep hearing the word patience. And I even got a patient card, which was temperance. So, and it was saying, be patient. You're doing good. You're on the right path. Blah blah blah. Now I get strength, and it's kind of the same thing. It's trust between the both of us. There's very because we're not wrestling each other. We're not like trying to physically um, push each other back or anything. We're not trying to be physical with each other, but we're trusting each other, and we're having the strength and patience to go on. So. And the Wheel
I
of Fortune,
enjoy.
so the Wheel of Fortune means movement. So
Yeah.
movement, balance, um, uh,
Yeah. And everything in life always. Yeah. The only thing we're assured of is change. So.
right. The only thing that is certain is change. That's right. And this is a good change. This is definitely a good change. It like I got the 10 of Swords
Ooh,
in one of on my witches deck. I have a witches deck.
yeah.
And it just means like I know in the thing it said that people were going to stab me in the back. I didn't feel that. I felt
Ooh.
that it was the going away or the stabbing of old ideas. So the going away of old ideas and then something new takes its place. Because remember, with death, there's always rebirth. So I think that definitely Wheel of Fortune feels like there is movement in October. Um, and it's definitely positive change. And then if you tie them all together, you got my man's sign at the end there. He's that fiery, passionate, sometime impulsive, but I think he's doing everything for us in all the right reasons. And that's because I haven't had it so good. He has. And he wants to spoil me, as everyone knows. I had a reading from the great Cassandra. And we should have definitely have her back on, see how it's going on. She offered to, for the audience that doesn't know, she offered to put us on Instagram. I don't know anything about that stuff, so I let it up to her. And she was nice enough to do that for us. And I can't thank her enough. So we have to get her back on and find out how that excuse me, is going. Um, but that's what it seems to me like. We have to have the strength to keep going, even though stuff is stagnant right now. And that's because, it has to be. And like I said, I'm still hearing the word patience in my head. So it's stagnant, but have the strength to keep going forward. Don't ever look back. That's what he keeps telling me. And then the middle is the Wheel of Fortune. So the wheel is ever turning, ever changing, everything is changing, and he's going to come and kind of like my knight in shining armor, but he's now the king of armor. He's the king in shining armor that's coming to take me and make me his queen. So good things coming for me. Okay. Anything that you have to say about that?
Um,
I mean, it seemed like a good reading.
yeah, I think so too, definitely. Especially since you have the resonance with the last card.
Ooh.
I don't necessarily see it as future past, or rather past, present, and future, but like
Mm-hmm.
the way I was taught with Michael Kelly is like a story, beginning, middle, and end. So you never know what part you're at. You could have already been patient. You could have had the wheel turning and now are ready for the fiery, passionate King of Desire. So
King of Desire and the king who wants to not dominate in the way that people are thinking, but he wants to dominate and make me his queen. So like if he were to pursue me, let's say that there was another suitor in the way, he would be that fiery, passionate, I have to make her mine. Like that's what I get the sense of that card. Like I have to make her mine. She has to be my queen because I can't live without her, that kind of thing. Um, which I've never been in that position before, and that's why I think like the 10 of swords came up in my other reading, last night. Because I'm trying to get used to all these decks. I got all these new decks and wanted to, learn some of them. Um, because they're a little bit different. Their artwork is a little bit different. Like I said, the Ghostbusters, I mean, it's based around the Ghostbusters movies, but these definitely, I mean, they don't have number 3 in them. They're just about 2 and 3, or the first and second ones. So they don't
I
have
see
the
what you
third one. Yeah. So yeah, because this is from the second one, when those things take over that woman's coat, that she gets
Oh
slime on
yeah.
the coat, and the slime and those things come out of her coat. That's the second one, which I love the second one just as much as the first, but apparently other people didn't like the second one.
I
So
like the second one, probably not as much as the first, but that I have to argue is saying a lot because the first one's a classic.
right. So just from the way that is, but I also get like the feeling like the king is not there to be brash. He just wants to make his queen. He wants to get his queen and wants to make it right for her. So if you put myself in that situation, yes, my man does want to make everything right. He wants to make me his queen and basically treat me like one too. And like I said, because of the Ten of Swords, I never felt that in my life. I've never had that in my life where a man would spoil me. I've always spoiled the other party. Um, if I had the money, of course. That's the other thing. Like I'm starting to change my mind and uh about money. You know, I'm starting to see the forest for the trees and I'm starting to believe in myself that I am worthy. I am worthy of being wealthy. I'm worthy of him. He let me just say he sets my soul on fire, okay? I mean, it's like a scorching, you know. Um and that's good. Like this is like soulmate love, so what I was thinking of twin flame. Because I've told him several times we are twin flames as well as soulmates. He said, "What's the difference?" I said, "Twin flames is like literally you are my other half. Soulmates can technically be more than one, I think, is what I read. I don't know. Um, but soulmates is you are my other half of my soul, whereas twin flames is you are just my other half. Like you are the coup de grace. Like that's it. It's you and no one else. There's no one else that can make me feel the way you do. And I mean, I even found myself writing now I had written it before, but I actually thought I'm actually better at what I thought I was not good at. I wrote my whole Wiccan wedding ceremony. Mhm. So you start with like a circle, and other couples have done it like they've done painted rocks where you can do like a little circle around the altar and stuff. Ours are gonna be rose petals. So you do the semicircle, and then you leave this part open, and then I'll have my son put the rest of the petals um around once we're in the circle. And then, I was going over with him what he says and what I say, and the hand fasting has to be both left hands held together as they tie them around. And then the priestess will say, here's the color red meant for passion. It's tied around the couple's hands. And may you always, for the whatever many years, I put 70 years. I don't know. It's pretty standard. So like for the first, 70 years, you're going to have passion in the marriage. But remember that passion can also give away to, um, like you have passion in the marriage and then devotion and everything like that. So, and I looked up what all the colors meant. So I know exactly what they mean, and I actually wrote it in my story. And actually it was like, damn, I did that too well. Oh, by the way, we can do whatever we want because I already have our other one promoting. So I'm doing it every 2 weeks. So I don't have to edit every week. And I spend money, or I save money that way. So if I don't do it every week, at least I will, I'll save money at least. So we can say fucking damn and everything else. That's what
Wow.
I say.
Fuck yeah. All right. Now,
Yeah.
time for some realism.
Because we're, like I said, we don't have a guest today, but we're just we're not going to edit this because like I said, I already have one that's being promoted, though, because I said a name Jeb. Remember I told you about my animatronic? They said I was promoting I was promoting an election. I didn't say Jeb Bush, I said Jeb, but apparently that means the same thing.
Wow.
Yeah, I know, but it's still doing it, so I'm not gonna edit anymore.
Yeah. Fuck it.
I thought they would get mad because I was putting down cops, but no, they got mad because I said Jeb.
How weird.
Well, that's his name. I
Yeah.
don't want to not call him by his name. He might get up and hurt me. I don't know. You never know.
Right.
But I definitely think to answer my own question that things are going to happen. I have to have strength. Like everyone and plus my man has been saying, look forward, don't look back. Always move forward, do not go backwards. I'll take
Well, and
that
that's
part out.
interesting. Both of those are interesting with the Wheel of Fortune too, because
Mhm.
gear and going forward and everything kind of reminds me
Mhm.
of the motion.
Yeah, because he knows I would love to just if it was okay and I could do it, I would rather just much worry about my shows than and I would get two more with him. We would do a tale of two soulmates, and then we would also do ASMR because it's like, massage and Reiki. We would give each other massages and then I would do the Reiki on him.
Very cool.
And of course I would do the plucking. I like the plucking when people pluck, 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 that kind of thing. So all right, your turn. Now that I've talked enough. Woo.
Now, I'm not positive it's true, but I heard the phrase "fu" actually comes from "pluck you," which they used to use "you" for bows and arrows.
What
So it was actually
in
the
in my, in my defense, that just meant that it was ASMR and that's
oh,
supposed to
totally
relax
right, right,
you.
right.
It's
No,
pulling
no,
out
as an aside.
the energy that no longer serves you. That's what it's called. So it's the energy that no longer serves you. I would just do that, and do like Reiki, feel like that. So,
No, it
all
sounds
right.
good.
Think of
I
your
was just confirming.
question
Okay,
and then let me know when you want me to stop.
and then you're going to show the cards afterwards, like maybe all the major arcana, or do you think we have time for that?
Yeah, I can definitely show some of them. Yeah.
Okay, cool, cool. Yeah, because I want to see those cards really bad.
I mean, they are cool.
Yeah, they have some of them shown on Amazon.
Oh, they're so
Okay, okay, I'm good.
nice. Okay.
And naked.
So, first card on the top, the 10 of marshmallows. 10 of marshmallows. 10 of marshmallows.
I like marshmallows.
I think these are because if you see, this is the scene where she had the Stay Puft Marshmallows sitting on the counter, and then here's like an egg. Remember when the eggs started to fry by themselves in her kitchen in the first
Oh
one?
yes, yes, I love that.
So mysterious. I think marshmallows are, I think they may be, yeah, the marshmallows I think are the pentacles.
Okay,
So if we remember the 10 of pentacles, 10 of pentacles, pretty much you get everything you want. But remember that mysterious things may happen, like eggs cooking on the counter by themselves.
it has been
Um,
hot here.
but this definitely has to do with your wealth. So the fact that you can afford marshmallows in this day and age, I will actually read because I'm not very familiar with the deck yet. I'm just trying to get there. Um,
Can they be s'mores?
hey, I love s'mores. I'll go for that.
Oh, me too.
I love some s'mores. Okay, so the upright position. This is a card worth displaying in a museum. I don't know if you want to display your stuff in a museum, but okay. With the X of marshmallows, you have accomplished your goals and surrounded by success, blah, 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 and wealth, be it physical or non-corporeal. The stability you have created will support you and your loved ones. So yeah, just like in the rider's deck, this, I mean, it means you've accomplished all your goals. Obviously, your eggs are cooking. Even if they're not on a pan, they're on the cupboards on the the counters, is what she says. They just started to cook on the counters. So even if they are cooking on the counters, you are still within good wealth and success. So that is your first. Number two. Number two. Number two. Ooh, you have the King of Wands now, who is Egon.
Oh,
So, as you said in your deck, the King of Wands is
curious.
that fiery, passionate person. Could be yourself or someone else. Um, if we think of Egon, he was always very serious. He was very scientific. He did everything by the book. He wasn't like the fly by night, kind of like Peter Venkman was. So Egon was more of the scientist, the more serious guy, the man who did experiments. I don't know if you know anyone like that, or maybe it's yourself who can think kind of scientific sometimes. You think logically sometimes, maybe a little too logically.
I'm sure.
But because um, Egon wasn't really scared. He just more or less was the person who he did the experiments. Um, and in the second one, if I remember correctly, him and Ray got stuck and they were analyzing pictures that were taken um, ooh, when they were at the museum. So that's number two. Number three. Number three. Ooh, the star, who is Annie
Oh,
Potts's character, who is Janine.
love it.
So, of course, the star. Um, Now we know Janine's character. She would answer the phones. She was kind of like the receptionist. Um, you know, this we see a lot of phones around her, and towards the middle or the end of the towards the middle end of the movie, she was always answering the phone. I quit better jobs than this. Ghostbusters, what do you want? That kind of thing. So, so I think the star here is showing this is someone who works hard at their job. You can see all the telephones. She answers a lot of telephones. So I will see about the Egon, which is the King of Wands. Oops.
Yeah, it's a great looking deck, though. I like that a lot.
Yeah. Okay, so this one says a natural leader, the King of Wands, looks forward with intent and long-term perspective to actualize his goals. Channel the strength of the PKE meter as it leads you towards the psychokinetic energy, and you need to manifest your vision for the future. So again, he was a scientist. He was the logical thinker, but he had a lot of passion for ghost busting. He always had the facts. Remember, he was always logical. He had the facts. Remember the Twinkie one? It would be about 300 pounds. You know, weighing about 400 pounds. That's a big Twinkie. So very logical here. I think if this doesn't if it's not you, it's someone that um someone who is kind of logical, but yet still kind of fiery.
Twinkies
um
always remind me of Zombieland.
right. Yeah, didn't Bill Murray, did he die in that movie?
Yes. What was your one regret? Garfield.
Oh man. Okay, so the star, Janine Melsnit. Receptionist Janine Melzit didn't just man the phone line, she embodied the star card by bringing hope and purpose to the Ghostbusters crew. We got this one. And then she hits the bell, right? The star brings positivity and blessings after a period of challenge, like that phone call you've been waiting for. This card shines like a beacon of brightness, leading you towards your goals. Good things are coming your way. So, whatever you were
Yeah.
thinking of, I'm again, all this is success. Success. All these cards equal success. So, it looks like pretty much you got success coming your way.
So I shouldn't do any more tarot readings for a while. So
So whatever your question was, it looks like it's success all the way. Here we have the incredible wealth and success. Here we have success coming your way. So, if you're waiting for a phone call back from somebody, it's gonna, happen. And then of course, I think this is you, because do you think you think logically sometimes too when you want to do experiments?
oh yeah, I definitely get stuck in my logic.
Okay. Yeah. See, he's more about logic and being a real scientist and what they would call a nerd. Have you seen the third one?
Nope.
Okay. You will like the third one. His granddaughter saves
Oh,
the day, so to speak.
cool.
Granddaughter and grandson and his daughter. Now he supposedly dies. Because of course the real actor is Harold Ramis is no longer with us. So they actually hologrammed him into the movie, and his daughter, um, they have an actor that looks like him, or they computerized him somehow, and his daughter hugs him at the end. It's like a continuation of the first one.
No, wait. Are you talking about Afterlife or Frozen Empire?
No, Afterlife. I
Okay,
haven't
I've
seen
seen
Frozen
that.
Empire yet.
Yeah, my son and I really like that actually.
Okay, yeah, I like the third one as well. I thought the
Yeah,
third one was awesome because, like, she's like, I met my grandfather last night, and like the light turns.
right.
And it's like a continuation because the doctor who was doing experiments in the first one, he comes back and he was, of course Dan Aykroyd says, oh, I'm so sorry, buddy, that I didn't believe you or whatever. I thought you had gone crazy or whatever. So, so those are those. Oh, I like this. The High
Yeah, they,
Priestess. Remember the dog from the first one? Okay, so she's a dog.
yeah, I want
um,
to get a Great Dane Doberman mix. So I kind of
right?
look like that hellhound.
That's right. So here's the X of streams, which I think are swords. So it's that, remember that portal that they
Yeah, that
were
makes
trying
sense.
to, yep. So this is what I
Very
got
cool.
the other day, Temperance, which is Ernie, Ernie Hudson. I couldn't think of his name. But if you remember, he was somewhat cool and collected until like he's like, Ray, when someone asks you if you're God, you say yes. But yeah, he was always kind of like the tame one of the group. Uh this is wands. Oh, I like this one. Here's the magician. Remember
Ooh,
oh gosh, I can't remember his name now. He played the second one, but he was their lawyer. Lewis Tully was his name in the first and second one. So yeah, I like that one. He's like going like this. And he's like, I got to suck it in 2 hours. Well, once they turned into a dog and they helped me. Thank you very much. And judge is like, what? Oh, here's a good one from the second one. Remember Dana had her baby, and remember this was Janusz, the guy who had the hots for her, and he worked at she restored paintings, and he worked with her and kept asking her out. She kept saying no. Yeah.
that's
When he
awesome.
turns into a ghost, he goes to get her little boy Oscar. The traps I think are probably cups. I'm not sure. Probably
Makes sense.
cups. Ooh, I like this one. The tower. Remember from the
Oh,
first
that's
one
perfect.
when that door opens and then there's all the lightning and stuff? Yeah, I like that one. And that's where my favorite line comes into it. Well, it's one of my favorite lines. He goes, "It's a girl. It's Gozer. I thought Gozer was a man. So whatever it wants to be. Well, whatever it is, it's got to get by us. Right. Go get her, Ray." Favorite line of all time, I have to say. Here's the sun.
Perfect.
Yep. Oh, remember the second one when they do "We're Back" and there's a ghost jogging. He goes,
Yes.
"Get him!" and he steps on the trap. Ah, shh. Bye bye. He goes, "Bye
That's
bye."
hilarious.
Oh, here's the dancing toaster one. I got that one too. Dancing toaster and Egon. Yeah. Some of these are really cool. Oh, this is cute. So remember a little Oscar? He is the world.
Nice.
Yeah, little Oscar was in the second one. And he's the one that the Vigo had wanted to take over and live again. Oh, here's a good one. The hanged man is those two ghosts from the courtroom. Oh my God, it's the Larry brothers. The Larry brothers, friends of yours? I tried them for murder, gave them the chair. You got to do something. Why don't you just tell them you don't believe in ghosts? I'm sorry, I can literally sit here and do the whole freaking movie for you. That's like how good I am. Oh, remember in the first one when the earth shook? They were, we're gonna have to put a lot of overtime in on this one as they're looking up. From the first one, remember when he only had like a little bit of marshmallow on him, and the rest of them were like covered in shaving cream. Do you know how much shaving cream that had to take?
Oh my god.
Here is that guy Jonas, the guy that helps Vigo, and will you hose him, please? Hose him! Ah! Is he dead? This slime is positive charged. He'll wake up feeling like $1,000,000. Oh, I don't know if I should show this one. The Empress.
Ooh.
Sigourney Weaver from the first one. I am the keymaster. I am the gatekeeper. Marshmallows, marshmallows.
Yeah, I wonder why she didn't come back for the newer ones, but
She did actually. She came back in 3. Remember at the
oh,
end? They both had wedding rings on and they were playing something and she was giving him electroshocks. Like he
oh,
was doing that to in the first one. Here's the hermit. It's Egon. I can see like he was kind of a loner. So like when they started saying like he had a daughter and stuff, I'm like, wait, really? He had a daughter?
with a ghost or no?
Yeah, I know, right? Oh, the Wheel of Fortune. Here you go. There's Slimer and pizza.
Thank you, thank you.
And of course, the 4 Ghostbusters around him, too.
Gotta have Slimer.
You gotta have Slimer. Oh boy, here's the Hierophant. Here's the Lewis
Ooh,
Tully, and here is Dana Barrett looking up at the dog.
that's perfect. I like that one.
Right? Yeah, some of these are really good. Oh my gosh. This is awesome. Death is Zool. Like I was telling you last week that my phone has "There is no Dana, only Zool" in it. Are you a god? No. Then die. Oops. I'm just knocking down my set here. Nope. Here's the mayor. Remember the mayor? Wands. King of Marshmallows is that, remember when they were in the hotel in the first one and the guy's like, I didn't know it would be so much, I won't pay it. He's like, well, that's okay. We can put it right back in there. Yeah, that's that guy. Of course, remember, whoa, whoa. What the hell are you doing? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We thought you were someone else. Successful test. That's the cart. Oh, this I got this the other day, and it's not what you think it is, but still, it's the devil.
Ooh,
Yeah. Stay Puff Marshmallow Man.
more
This
s'mores.
guy's we got this guy all wrong. He's a sailor, he's in New York. We get this guy laid, we won't have any trouble. Oh, remember the library in the first one?
Oh, that's
Blah!
my favorite part.
Get her! Here's Dana, probably from the first one. Justice. So from the second one, I don't know. Keep it straight. So this is from the second one, Ghostbusters 2. This is the you gotta do something. Help me. Don't talk to me. Talk to my attorney. That's me. My guys are under traditional restraining order. That blue thing I got from her, they could be exposing themselves, and you don't want us exposing ourselves. So that's uh Queen of Wands. I wonder how many people called that number. Remember the number that would flash on the screen for the Ghostbusters? I wonder how many people called that number. Oh, remember the um what is it? I can't remember now. But the light it fell down from the first one. Candelabra? No, that doesn't sound right. But yeah, that thing that
Yeah,
fell
yeah, yeah.
down. Let's see. Let's get some more here we go. The Fool is Peter Venkman from the first
That
one when he was like, well, I'll see you Thursday. I'm sorry I didn't mean you, sir, but I'm glad you're feeling better. You're not as pale though. Little son. Who's that? He's just a friend. A friend, an old friend. Okay. Oh, here's a good one. The Lovers. It's Pete Venkman and of course Sigourney Weaver or Dana Barrett. I like this. She opens the door. Are you the keymaster? Yes. I'm actually an old friend of his. I'm gonna actually come in and you'd say be here in a little while. I didn't catch her name. I am Zool. I am the gatekeeper. Oh.
very 80s vibe on those cards.
Oh my gosh, yes. You can definitely tell. Oh, here's Judgment. And guess who it is? I'm Walter Peck. Remember that? all I know is that our power grid was shut off by Dickless here. They caused an explosion. Is this true? Yes, this is true. This man has no dick. I love that. Well, that's what I heard. Ooh, here we go. Strength. Remember in the second one, they take the Statue of Liberty down so they can get into the museum. Here's the Chariot. That's pretty cool. It's the Ecto
That is
one.
cool.
Oh, the Emperor. This is from the second one. That's Vigo. And the River of
Perfect.
Slime. The River of Slime. When you guys had me dangling like a worm at the hook at, below Fifth Avenue, that's the River Slime. And then the pictures start going on fire. He's like, what? What? There's the mush. Remember when he's talking about we used to roast Stay Puft marshmallows at the river at Cannibal Conda. Ray has gone bye-bye, Egon. What have you got left? Sorry, Venkman. Terrified beyond the capacity of rational thought. Mother puss bucket. I love that. I'll just sit here and do all the lines for you.
I was gonna say, so you don't like the movies, right?
No, not at all. Oh, here's a good one. The moon, right before she remember at the right before she turns ghost. Like
Yeah, that opening scene for me is one of the best opening scenes ever. I love that.
and what's crazy is this looks like Leslie Nielsen. It does. It really does. It looks like Leslie Nielsen as the ghost. That's weird?
Playing pranks from beyond.
Maybe. Let's see.
Yeah, I've got to watch Repossessed this month since
Oh
Halloween.
my gosh, yes. So remember that dream that Ray was having? This is the ghost from the dream. And you see the belt unbuckle, and he's dreaming that he's getting a blowjob from a ghost. Oh, I like the taxi. Guy gets in the taxi. Let's not dawdle. And guy starts, Okay, so and then the Page of Wands. He is Ernie Hudson. Oh, here. Remember the chamber they would keep the ghosts in?
Yes.
And then Lois Tully when he was the keymaster. Yeah, so these are really, really cool. It comes with this really cool booklet here. Like there. Gives you like explanation, and it gives you upright, and then of course reversed. So, I mean, it's really very colorful. In the back, it has spreads. We already did a spread. So, it says you can do 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3. So, 1, 2, 3, like that. Yeah. This is called a Tobin Spirit Guide spread. Remember, that's the book they were using in the first one? The containment unit. That's what the containment unit looks like. Crossing the streams. Crossing the stream is bad. Cross the streams. You're going to endanger us. You're going to endanger our client, the nice lady who paid us in advance before she became a dog. And that's it. Some really cool spreads there. But yeah, it comes with this nice little book. It actually comes in the box. So this is what the box looks like. And then this is the front. Yeah, it looks so cool. I love this deck.
That's cool.
And,
yeah, thanks for showing us.
Yeah. No, I'm very happy about this. Like when I saw it, I was like, you gotta be kidding me. There's a Ghostbusters tarot? I almost like fainted. I'm like, yes, that's so mine. Well, do you have any shameless plugs you'd like to talk about real fast?
Not really. I'm working on my novel, so hopefully that'll come out next year, and then I'll plug that. But
can we know a little bit about the novel?
yeah. So I've been working on it for about 10 years, so not that long.
Don't ever do that. Don't ever drop your cards. Okay.
Yeah. But
is it about magic, or is it about Wicca or paganism?
It is a alternate history Pangea sci-fi, like 200 years. It's in the year 2222.
So
and,
like nonfiction, or I mean fiction.
Yes, very much.
It's fiction, not nonfiction.
Fiction with a lot of.
Well, we haven't been to the new universe, and if we don't blow ourselves up first.
True.
Let's hope civilization gets there, because right now,
yeah, not looking.
We got a long way to go, and a short time to get there.
Yeah, that's too true. Yeah, as a matter of fact, it's sort of a warning.
It is a war.
Warning.
Warning.
Yeah.
Warning. Kind of like a Terminator. I always think of the Terminator when you say sci-fi. So it's like the Terminator coming back and warning Sarah Connor that she's going to perish if she doesn't come with him. Come with me if you want to live. That kind of
Oh,
thing.
yeah, I like the Terminator a lot. The arcade game was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I didn't
Did
know
you
they
ever play
had an
that?
arcade game.
Oh
No,
man,
I played Rampage, and then they made a movie about it with The Rock.
was that a good movie or?
I don't know. I didn't see
Let's
the
see.
movie. I played the
Okay,
game.
okay.
I
Yeah, I have the game. Yeah,
was gonna say I played the game. I'd never seen the movie, so I can't
great.
tell you if Rock is good in it or not. I
Yeah.
wasn't much for The Rock. I like the Scorpion King because that's where I sort of got my son's middle name.
Ooh.
Um, so I do like the Scorpion King, and I like the Mummy too. Uh,
Yeah, I'm
Walking
a big
Tall
fan
was
of the
okay.
original Mummy.
I just don't watch it as much. So Walking Tall was okay. I haven't seen San Andreas. I haven't seen Rampage. Um,
He
but
was the Tooth Fairy or something.
there is a movie where The Rock played a gay guy, or supposedly a gay guy. I don't remember the title, but supposedly he played a gay guy. I'm like, well, go for it, Rock, if you want to experience that one. Jason Alexander, or Jason, is it Jason Alexander? Jason something. He played the evil British guy in. He always plays a bad guy. He plays Malfoy's father, Jason Isaac. Jason Isaac, not Alexander. What am I thinking? Jason Isaac. I liked when he played a bad gay guy because he always plays a bad guy. He played Malfoy's father. He played the evil British guy in The Patriot. And he's such a great actor. Such a great actor. I can't.
Yeah, Jason Alexander's from Seinfeld, right?
I did he play in Seinfeld? I never saw that. Sorry.
Jason Alexander, not Isaac.
Oh,
Yeah,
Isaac. Oh, yeah. Jason Alexander is from. Yeah,
and The Burning.
yeah. Sorry. Sorry. No phones in here. Okay. Um, but yeah. So if we could just say a few words to the new moon or the dark moon, Blessed Hecate, for she is in charge of the dark moon. I will be saying a few words to her tomorrow. I forgot my paper, so but she wouldn't mind me saying, if you have any prayers or you have any words you'd like to say to her tomorrow for the dark moon, I would go ahead and do that. And then, of course, you have the new moon goddess, which is on the second. So if you get a chance to on the first and second, you can honor Hecate and then the new moon goddess. Oh man, am I thirsty? Um, and then because it's the coming of the dark moon and then of course the new moon. So whatever you celebrate, just say a few words to the moon goddess. She's always there for you. And of course, we always want to expel the bad things and bring in the good things. So um anyway, I think that's pretty much it for us, even though we're not really at that hour mark. But I have a little bit of editing to do, a couple of things I want out because I don't want people to know. But yeah, like I definitely enjoyed this. And like I said, we have to have a tarot, like, another tarot session. I will always bring the Ghostbusters, because I love both movies. I love all three movies, actually. I don't know number three as well because I didn't go to the movie theater and see it. I only saw it like from, well, I watched it on Daily Motion, actually. So, so I actually streamed it. But I love it.
Across the
I love it.
streams.
Don't cross the streams. That's right. Cross the streams. You said crossing streams was bad. Uh, um yes. And I, like I said, I do love Ghostbusters and Ghostbusters 2. Um so for me that's kind of like, my two favorite movies. Literally I could sit here and recite it to you. That's why I was like doing some of the lines that I love so much. Um We came, we saw, we kicked its ass. um, walking encyclopedia here for Ghostbusters and Ghostbusters 2. Not so much for Ghostbusters 3. And I don't mind the chick one, like the Ghostbusters chicks, but I wasn't a big fan. I mean, it's okay. But I would rather have the original because that's how we all grew up. We all grew up with them. You know, now one was before my time, 84. I didn't come till 86. And the second one came in 89. So I was like 3 years old. So, and all through the 90s, I mean, I watched Ghostbusters and Ghostbusters 2 so much that like literally I learned all the lines. So maybe I'll do that with 3. We'll see. And 4. The was it
Yeah,
Frozen
Frozen
Tundra?
Empire.
Frozen
Frozen Empire.
Empire.
So good.
Is it out on
So
DVD right now?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I think so. Yeah, we
Okay.
saw it on Firebox or whatever the heck that is. Streaming.
Amazon box? Amazon
No,
Fire?
yeah. Maybe that's what it is. I
Amazon
don't keep
Fire,
up with
yeah.
whatever it's
Okay.
called. So.
It sounds right. All right, guys. Well, that's the rest for us. Let me just do some shameless plugs. So I just dropped episode 53 of Kurt Hennig Was the Best, Changed My Mind. If you would like to check that out, it's in the description field below this video. Just go over there, check it out. If you are a wrestling fan, of course, we also had episode 30 of Pro Wrestling Talk. So we talk about the first episode of the Mr. McMahon docu-series on Netflix. I'm not going to see the second, third, fourth, or fifth, or sixth. I'm just going to rely on Jim Cornette's reviews. I've been listening to them, and they're pretty solid. I kind of like didn't want to see any of the other ones. I barely wanted to see the first one because, in my opinion, they left a lot out. They left a lot to be desired. So, like, and as I said on Pro Wrestling Talk, I actually had to explain to my boss who was letting me watch the first one on his phone. I actually had to explain some of the stories to him because they didn't say them, and I knew the stories personally. So, because I watched too much, I watched too many shoots. Let's put it that way. In fact, I'm gonna watch some more later. So, but yeah, like, so episode 53 is it's Kurt and Rick, though Ric Flair, excuse me. Though there really wasn't much of a match. This was more like a Flair had to step away for a couple of months because he was having personal issues, but he was also, I think he hurt his ankle. He injured his ankle in their last match at WWE3. So, so he actually stepped aside, and then they bring in, um, excuse me, instead of Ric Flair and Kurt Hennig in a steel cage, they were setting it up for DDP versus Kurt Hennig, where Kurt would drop the belt to DDP at Starrcade. So this is like a setup for Starrcade, and Kurt comes out and he's doing promos and stuff, and then like he pretends to injure Rick's ankle further. He doesn't really, but I think, anyway, the WCW guys carry Ric Flair out, and the NWO comes out, and they're, challenging everybody in sight, and Kurt's out there. So we watch along to that. Of course, we have 4 more promos. The first one is like sort of my favorite because it's him and Kerry right after Kerry won the belt. So this is 1990, right after SummerSlam 1990. And it's him and Kerry. And what I love most is he has 2 singlets on. He takes the one off, and the guy goes, Mr. Perfect, this is a family show. I'm like, God damn it. It's not like he pulled his dick out and waved it at Carrie, for come on sake. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I know. I was like, Sean, you're so dumb. Anyway, everything is in the description field, guys, if you want to check that out, of course. Excuse me. I'm sorry, my sinuses. Also, episode 31 of Pro Wrestling Talk will be Sunday instead of Saturday. It'll be at 7 o'clock on Sunday because the pay-per-view is Saturday at 6 o'clock. So by the time the pay-per-view would be showing, we would be on the air. So we're going to switch it to Sunday at 7 o'clock. So check us out. We actually did hit the hour mark. Anyway, so check us out. Check out Matt. Check out all his links. And of course, my links, excuse me. All down in the description field for you. So take a look down there. You can also give to the show via the PayPal and Cash App. And of course, it's always 50-50 between Matt and I. Just in the description field, if you do send us money, just say this is for Black Magic Talk. This is for Kurt Hennig's show. This is for Pro Wrestling Talk. Whatever it is for. If you want to give to any of the three of my shows, just put in there in the little description what it's for or which show it's for. Because if I do have to divvy it up 50-50, I need to know who I'm divvying it up to. So just go ahead and if you can donate, use the PayPal or the Cash App link down in the description field. But that's it for us, guys. For me and Matt Collins, have a great weekend and week. And we'll see you back here next week for another Black Magic Talk show. So blessed be everybody. See ya. Blessed be everyone. Hello. I just want to let everyone know that the outro music is AI generated. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. And also, if you would like to generate your own AI, the link in the description field will be for their website. Blessed be everyone.
In the woods where the whispers run deep, underneath the moon, where secrets we keep, she dances in the shadow with the silver tide. Candles flicker soft, guiding light as a guide. Her altar's filled with herbs and old charms, lost in ancient spells, safe in her arms. Stars weave a tapestry across the black sky. With a chalice raised high, she lets out a sigh. With her sacred circle drawn tight, calling to the spirits in the quiet of the night. Her magic's in the earth, the wind, and the seas. She whispers ancient words, swaying like the trees. In a grove of oaks, where the world stands still, she gathers her strength with every Sabbath thrill. The moon's tender gaze, casting shadows cold, the stories of her craft in the twilight retold. The broom by her doorstep, sweeping away all the dark shadows of yesterday. With the cauldron bubbling, herbs to the air, every spell she casts is a heartfelt prayer. With her sacred circle drawn tight, calling to the spirits in the quiet of the night.